Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make coffee mugs using newspapers. Yes, you hear me right. We are going to use the newspaper for making cute dollhouse coffee mugs. Let's get started. So the materials you need is newspaper, glue, sketch pen or pencil, scissors, paintbrush, gesso, optional here, nail polish and acrylic paints. First, cut out the newspaper into strips. Here I have taken newspaper strip measuring 17 into 6 cm. You can take as per your requirement, but this is the best measurement I could say that you will get cute coffee mugs. Next, take sketch pen or pencil or any other object which you will use to roll the newspaper. Here I am taking a sketch pen. Also I use synthetic brush to coat the glue or gesso on the mugs. The other primary material here is the white glue. I am using gesso here. It is completely homemade. Gesso will help to bond and give texture to your project. I will also teach you how to make gesso using two simple materials available at home. So now let's get started. First, cut out the paper strip according to your requirement. Then roll the strip using a sketch pen. So you can use a pencil or any other material. Apply glue at one side of the paper. Now slowly start rolling using the sketch pen. So if you see, I am holding at the middle of the paper. Try to align the top and bottom of the paper. Also make sure your roll is removable from the sketch pen. Don't make the paper roll too tight or too loose. Keep the consistency. Now at the end, apply the glue and secure the roll. You can use a paintbrush or also you can use directly from the Fevicol tube, or you can apply the glue using your hand. It's up to you. Now once the roll is ready, just firmly roll it around your hands and ensure that the roll is secure. Put back the roll onto the sketch pen, leaving 5 mm gap. Now fold the corners like this. I could fold 4 times like this. This becomes bottom of the mug. Now let's quickly secure it. Cut out a paper strip, maybe a square or a rectangular one. Apply glue at the middle of the paper. Take your roll and stick at the center of the paper strip. Cut out the bottom paper strip carefully with a scissor like this and apply glue to the bottom paper strip. Spread out the glue so that we can stick it carefully onto the paper roll. So take out one by one leaf and carefully stick it like this. This is a very important step of the project. This will take a little bit of time, but it is 100% worth of it. And if you notice, the base is not stable, so you give a firm hit at the bottom to make it flat. So this has to be done before the glue dries. Okay. Now the next step is to cut out the roll into a desired shape. So since I have a mug in place, I'm just taking out the measurement and cutting it out. So cutting it using a scissor, this will little bit make the roll out of shape, but you can put back the sketch pen and bring it to the shape. So I'm just shaping a bit to ensure that my work is 100% complete. Now a cute mug base is ready. It is time to make few more mugs for my dollhouse. So for the strip of paper taken, I could make 3 mugs out of 6 centimeter width. So here it is. Now the next step is to make the cute little handles. So I tried out couple of methods, and the one that I am going to teach you now is the easiest method and the most successful method, I would say, to make the handle. So for the handle I am cutting out 8 strips of paper. So there is no length or breadth measurement you have to take, just cut out 8 small bits, then glue together as layers. So this will give us a thick sheet of paper as the end result. So you can ask me, can I use chart paper or something thick? But I would suggest use the newspaper method, because newspaper will be more flexible than any other medium. So now our layers of paper is ready. I'm just cutting out the edges because the edges will not be even. So cut it out and then let it dry. Let's see how to make a teeny weeny handle. With a layer of papers, cut out 1 mm or 2 mm strip. Now take another paper bit and stick this layer of paper onto it. So the stick which I have cut out, it's little lengthy, so I am going to fold it into 2. So now this becomes a 16 layer paper bundle to me. I am measuring another paper bit to stick around my layer of paper. So this is for securing the handle even more. Apply glue surrounding the layer of paper. Now fold it around. So you will get a long strip like this. Now I am using a paintbrush to shape the handle. Don't worry about the corners because the middle part has to be smooth and circular. Now take glue and join both the ends. So both the ends will stick one on the other to form a semicircular shape. So my handle is ready now. I am using the brush to flatten my work. So now it's ready. I'm going to stick it onto the mug that we have made before. Apply a little glue. Stick the handle. Apply very little pressure. I'll say apply pressure little gently so that both the mug and the handle stick to each other very well. So let's keep it for drying. We'll move on and make few more handles and attach it to the mug that we have made before. Okay, now we are all set to color the mugs, but before that I said we have to apply 1 or 2 layers of gesso. So let's see how to make gesso at home. So to make gesso, you have to use equal amount of talcum powder and glue, which is mixed together, and then add few drops of water to make it a smooth paste. You can also buy gesso, which is readily available at shops. I think it's little costlier, but yeah, the store-bought gessos are much better than the homemade. But homemade is very simple and you can make it anytime and use it. So I am applying gesso generously on my coffee mugs. Now once the gesso dries, I just start painting. I'm using nail polish here because that is easily available at my home than the acrylic paints. So here I apply the first coat. Once it dries, depends on the color, I apply the second coat. These are some of the mugs I made earlier. They are painted by my kids. Do you think they are cute? The mugs which I tried earlier, I had not applied any gesso. I directly painted nail polish on them, which I think is not very strong or stable. So the method I showed you today, like do the rolling, form the base, apply gesso a couple of times, and then finally coloring will give you the best result. So here is a tip for you. If you want a very fine project, then you can also use a nail filer or a sandpaper to file your product. File it very gently, don't apply more pressure. And there is one more point you have to remember is, do not file directly. As soon as you make the paper base, you have to apply a couple of gesso coating, and then filing will give you the good result. Otherwise your paper will definitely tear off. So once you file it, make sure you apply 1 or 2 coats of gesso again. This is to secure your project. If you are not very comfortable using gesso, then at least you apply a couple of glue coatings to secure your project. Wow, we have dozen or more mugs now. Few are ready, few are drying. So here is another interesting tip for you. Do you see this mug is permanently stuck to the base? It's not removable, how hard you try. So ensure that your product is removable from the base after each coating. My daughters want more colorful mugs for the tea party they are hosting with their Barbie dolls. So come, join us and have fun.
Hi friends, let's go for a tea party. Oh, okay. Let's go. Tea! I have made tea for everyone. This tea is yummy. I like it. So, we have leftover tea. What can we use it for? I think let's give it to the babies. Okay. Babies coming. We want tea. This tea is yummy. Is there any more tea? Happy tea